give you know, a very good price, a commission to the leaders. The leaders, he group a lot of the citizens in the community to be a group. Like if I, for example, I live in one of the village in Bang Na, maybe village 1, and I get all the residents in the Bang Na 1, and I do negotiate with the brands like, for example, the Thao Kẻ Nói. If you sell me, if I buy 100 carton of the Thao Kẻ Nói, you can give me how much discount, and the team leader will earn this the margin, and then the team leaders will distribute the Thao Kẻ Nói, the order Thao Kẻ Nói to all the residents in their groups. So by this model is a very popular in the fresh food one. For example, you know, sometimes they will do a group chat to buy the durian, the fresh durian, the kiwi, the cherry, the import cherry things, and by doing this, the brands, they can lower their supply chain fee and the advertisement fee, because, you know, kind of they have their own sale, their part-time sales people, the community leader, to help them to sell the products to a lot of their target customers. So for the team leaders, they also earn extra income, the extra commission. And for the consumer, they can buy a cheap price with you know, with their famous guy. The guy maybe their neighborhood. So they, if they have any problem with the products, they can find the live people to solve, to return or to do the after sales. I'm not sure this format also in Thailand, whether you have this in Thailand already. And for the O2O commerce is also a very key focus that the big platforms would like to explore. Also, it has a very high goal among the traditional e-commerce. Actually, in the market, they consider the community O2O commerce as one part of the e-commerce. You can see that is also expect to have a very big amount in the near futures. This one is one of the example of the company that doing the community O2O commerce. You can see they have a shop. They have a small shop in the area, and they have an app, of application or the mini app on the WeChat, or even and then if you franchise to be the area leader of these brands, the citizen in the area will order with you. They can pick up at your shop, or the brands deliver directly to you. It's similar to a 7-Eleven, but the 7-Eleven plus the e-commerce. I think this model is a 7-Eleven model plus e-commerce deliver models. So this brand is expect to IPO very soon, and the company just set up two or 2.5 years, very short, but they grow very fast. Another model is they don't have the shop like the previous one. They just have a community refrigerator. So when the citizen order the products, this guy or this lady is the team, the community leaders. They help to fulfill the products to the each block, each refrigerator, each blocks. So by this one, for the franchisor, it even has a lower investment because they don't need a shop. They just, they just need to have a number of this sharing refrigerator only. Okay, this is about the O2O commerce. If you have any question, you can just break me. And another one is the O2O medical service. Because during the COVID or even now, people reduce the times to go to the hospital. because you know in the hospital there is high risk to be injected by the any disease. So people try to avoid go to the hospital. So by seeing the doctor online is a very popular method now. You can see in the right hand is the application about the online medical. You can use this app to book the doctor. You can consult with the doctor either with the word, with a picture, or with a phone call, or even with a video. You can see the doctor face to face as well via the application. And also the doctors can issue medicine to you. These medicines you can buy, for example, the Ping An, you know Ping An, you heard of Ping An before. They do a closed loop on O2O medical service. They not only have the application, but they also have the offline machine, 1 minute doctor. You can see this machine. The machine, you can buy the medicines, or you can pick up the medicine that the doctor ordered for you here. And also, if you need to test the blood pressure, or you need to test the heartbeat, you can get into this room. Inside the room, there are the equipment to test the blood pressure, to test the blood hydrogens and the heart hitting rate inside the room. So combine all of this, the people do not need to go to the hospital. And this thing actually help the government to solve the problem of the imbalance of the medical resource, because you know the good doctors is always a very shortage resource comparing to a lot of patients that would like to see the good doctors and the good hospital. Actually, the Ping An good doctors, they are talking with the Thai government as well. They want to expand this service to Thailand as well. Okay, we can see in this graph, these figures. During the COVID, the patients that use the online medical service grow very fast, even the triple times. And the market believe that the market value will be reached to more than 92 billion RMBs in this year, and 200 billion RMB in the 6 year later. And we can see that, we can see that in the medical service, in the medical online O2O medical service, is not only the application and the self-service machine that I show, but it's a complete industrial change. From you can see here is all the hospital, the traditional hospital. Here is the traditional hospital. Here is the internet hospital. What is the internet hospital? There are two parts. One is the traditional hospital. They add the internet function, they add the online function. And another one is a pure online hospital, like this one, the Wii, like this one, and the Ping An Good Doctor. They don't have the offline hospital. They are pure internet hospital. And also, you need to have application software developers to support, right? Like this one, the application to do the booking, to do the medicine management, to do the the facial videos. And you also has the business application for the doctors, the community for the doctor to discuss within themselves. and you have the software for the doctors to do the research. And also you have the application to distribute the medicine and the equipment, the medical equipments. You can see a lot of the companies set up for this part. And also you need to have a company to do the smart medical, smart device, like the one, the machine. You remember the cell survey machine I showed in the last slide? Inside, you need to have the smart device, the smart blood pressure equipments, the smart heart beating testing equipment. So this equipment can send the data to the doctors in another site, in the remote site. So doctor do not need to face with you, but they can still receive the figures of your current symptom. And also you need to have the third service provider, the payment, the logistic things, and also you need to have a service provider in terms of the ERP, the AI, the AI and the analysis of all the data. So one business model occur can create a big industrial change, and of course can create a lot of business model, the new business model, and generate a lot of the employment opportunity for the society. And another one is online education service. Yes, actually in Shanghai, just this month, they allow the kids to go back to school. In the past months, all the kids need to, to do this class, to do the school class via online. I'm not sure in Thailand, the school reopened already or not, but in China, this month they start to allow the kids back to the schools. So in the past, almost all the students, they need to do the class online. And you can see that scale of online education will be very high in the futures. You can see among 2019 and 2020, there is a 2-digit growth, just half year. And in the industry, there are 3 very interesting applications, and you can do the study in detail afterward. One is called Yuan Fudao. This application just got $1 billion USD fund license from the investor. What this application do? The application is is kind of tutoring application. Your kids, your kids can finish their homework via the application. Like, okay, this question, they do not know the answer. They just use the application. They can, to scan this page. And suddenly there will be a video to describe what should be the answer, why is the answer. So it's kind of a online teacher for your kids. And another one is 学而思, the second one. This one actually already listed in the Nasdaq, the stock market, Nasdaq. And the price, during the COVID increased 1.5 times. Okay, if anyone buy this stock will, become the millionaire suddenly. It's actually, it do the same thing as the upper one. And the third one is the application to teach the English for the kids, for the kids in China. Also, they got a lot of the investment support. And the fourth one, yes, it's also got 700 millions of USD fund license. So all this application is to support the online education. So you don't need to go to school. You can study everything online. And I would like to go deep into the detail of the online education service. You can see that most of the applications is in the K-12. K-12 is mean from the primary school until the grade, from the primary school to the university. All this application to support the student in this period to finish their class. And second one is the occupation training. It's like the postgraduate people, they would like to to study more skill. And, okay, they can do the online the occupation training. And some of the preschool education and the hobby training and the language and a lot of those things. One very interesting one is the you can see the right-hand picture. It's also industrial chain of the education service. Yeah, you need to have the all the softwares provider. You need to have this one is the comprehensive platform, like Colon, Xin Dongfang, they teach all the things online. And this one also the company that lists in the Nasdaq market. Hujiang, the second one is Hujiang Wangxiao. They train all the language, foreign language. They even teach Thai language. People can just study the Thai language via the online, their online website. And also here is the online class to support the traditional teacher. So if you are the teacher, you can use this app to do the class with your students at home. This application, you can you can do the attendance check. You can they has the whiteboard, the online whiteboard. You can check the homework. You can collect the examination as well. And also there are a lot of the application. This one is for the preschool, the kindergarten, for the kindergarten kids, and this one is for the K-12 people, the student in K-12. They help the student to do their homework, to guide the student to do the homework. This one is to study the English. This one is for the education training. And this one is to help to teach the young kid to do the programmer. In China, the parent even ask the kid to start to learn how to do the AI, to do the robot since the primary school. Okay, so the past slide, I chose some of the example, the new business models that happened during the post-COVID. So now I would like to go into the consumer part. How consumer purchase, or what is in their mind after the COVID. This study is conducted by NetEase, one of the very big internet company in China. They asked the interviewee, what you like to do mostly after the outbreak. You can see the one that with the dark blue is all about the compensatory consumption. They would like to go out to have more foods. They would like to shopping. They would like to meet the friend after the long lockdown, and they would like to do the beauties, to do the massage, to treat themselves. And the second one, and is also the key one, is they would like to do consumption for the healthcare. They would like to, the first one, they would like to do the exercise. They would like to do the weight loss, to lose weight, because during the lockdown, they're just at home and maybe the weight is increased a lot. And they would like to, to go to the exercise class, the gym class. And the third important one is they would like to do the self-education, because the outbreak, the economic depression, create the list of the unemployment for them. So they would like to have more skills for themselves to ensure they can have the better chance to get the better job. So let me get into the detail. This study is conducted by the Anti-College Economic Management of Jiao Tong University. It's also a very, I think the top 20 MBA in the world. That they conduct a study about what is the consumer behavior change after the COVID. The first one is they find that health is the most concerned part after the COVID. So people consume a lot, spend a lot for the one that's the hygiene product to to protect the disease, and they even willing to spend more to buy the better one to upgrade the quality. And the second one is you can see that people will buy more on the food, the healthy food, the food supplements, and they're willing to pay more for better food, better food supplements. And another one, they will buy a lot of the exercise class or the exercise equipment, gym equipment, to ensure they have the better health. And the fourth part is they buy a lot to improve their living environment. You can see they will buy the new furnitures, and they buy the cooking equipment to cook for themselves, so they can they can eat better foods, better quality of foods. Is one of the information we got is the rubber pillow, the Thai rubber pillow. They have the better sales during the COVID and post-COVID, and they are very surprised. I think it's the same reason, because people would like to upgrade their living environment. And the second factors they find, the second trends they find is the male is more optimistic. They are willing to spend a lot of car to buy to buy the new car, but women will will have intention to buy the property. You can see that for the expectation on the income change, the male is more confident than female, and they are willing to spend more than the female, and also you can see that they are willing to buy car more than the female, but female will have a higher willing to buy the property, because they consider that property can gain more investment margin in China. And another trend is you can see the elder age group, they will spend more, and the middle age group will spend to buy the healthy products, and the young age group will have more pleasure. For the elder age group in China, they have some of the retirement fee, and they have the saving, and they don't need to pay the house loan. So and also they have more time. So after the COVID, they find that they need to take times to enjoy themselves. So they are willing to buy more the entertainment service and products. And for the middle age, because the middle age is mean the age of 30 to I think about 50 years old. This age group, they need to work hard, and they need to taking care of their kids and their parents. So they will need to keep themselves stay healthy, because the medical service, the medical cost in China is very expensive. So they need to keep themselves healthy and their family members healthy. So they will buy more for the better nutrition for the family members. And for the young age group, because some of them just graduated, and some of them may be unemployed, so they are very there has a lot of high pressure, so they will reduce the consumption. And another trend is that the tier 1 city plan to spend for the future, but the tier 2 city people will increase the living quality, and the tier 3 city people will spend for the self-education. The first picture is that the tier 1 city people, they are willing to spend more for their kids, for the better education, better foods. You can see that the house near the good school in China, in Shanghai, in Beijing, the house price increased very obviously during the past months, because the parents would like their kids to can be able to get into the better school. And for the tier 2 cities, they would like to improve their life quality, so they buy a lot of the good fruit, the fresh food products. So this actually in alignment with the figures from NBS that I showed in the beginning, that the food price, the food consumption actually increased, already recovered from post-COVID. And the lower tier city, because they need to, in the lower tier city, there are not a lot of occupation opportunities, so they need to upgrade themselves, upgrade their skills to be able to employ. So they spend a lot on the self-education. And another trend is they found that people become more rational and conservative when do the purchasing decision. They will do more planned consumption and decrease the excessive consumption. And they will be very picky. They will, strict on the budget but of course some people still, chop whatever they want. So because it's the high income group, the high end group, the reduce of the impact of COVID actually do not impact them too much. And also the study found that they want the government to reduce the interest rate to provide a subsidy, and they would like to do more of the financial investments to keep their assets value. Because most of the Chinese the Chinese saving is on the house, because they spend a lot in the house. So if reduce the interest rate, they can pay less loan payback, so they can have more saving to do the spending. And also some of them even want to do more of the OT and part-time income, so they can have more income for themselves. And one of the study that divide the consumer to four groups. I think this is very interesting, so I do the sharing. One of the consumer group is the homebody. Why is homebody? This group, they love to stay at home. They don't want to go out, so everything is at home. So they will, after the COVID, they found that life is too short. Need to make themselves happy immediately. So in the past, they will hesitate to spend, but now they buy right now. Yes. And the second one is the hardworking white collar like me, because we need to work all the days, all the hours. We don't even have the times to consider to think why we are so busy. So after the outbreak, make them to stop and rethinking their life, to restructure and plan their life. So, but because they have more time, so they will be more picky to buy the things, because they have more time to do the compilation, to do the study of the products details. And another group is the businessmen. These guys are always very busy. They travel a lot. They don't have time for the family. But after during the outbreak, they cannot go out anywhere, so they need to stay at home. So they start to buy for the family members. They buy the healthy product for the family members. They buy the product, the furniture, to improve their living environments. And the fourth group is the one that's I think is the one that's the young graduate. Those one just enter to the career, and the outbreak make them, you know, lost the direction. They don't know maybe their companies may reduce the salary, and because they cannot living with the parent anymore, they don't know even how to cook. So they start to learn the basic cooking and the household skill, housework skill. So they will buy a lot of the smart products to help their life easier, like the smart cooking machine, the smart toothbrush, the smart cleaning equipment. So to help them to do the cooking and housework easily. And this all is the situation that consumer behavior changed post-COVID. But I believe that because you see that all the figures are going the recovering and everything is coming back to normal. So I believe that soon or near future, all the consumer, all the market will back to normal. So I would like to share to you guys also what the trends of the Chinese consumer when there is not the COVID. I think these factors will be the key one to influence the retail market in the future. The first one is you can see that the sinking market. Sinking market means the lower tier markets. You can see that there are a lot of population there, and they have the purchasing power, and they have less pressure and more spending ambition. They don't need to pay a lot of the house loan. They have some of the saving, and they have a lot of time, so they can enjoy to buy the products for themselves. And the second one is the rising middle class. You know, in China there are a lot of middle class, and this middle class will consume a lot of the better quality products, especially for the import products. And another key factor is the population structure change. You know, the elder age society, the lower birth rate, and the single, a lot of people being single, the single economics. And also there are a lot of technology and new technology, new products in the market. This one will also drive the consumption. And you can see that the consumer become more niche. They have the different needs of the products. They would like to be differentiated. They don't want to use the common or the mass product. They would like to use something that can show their taste and the social status. And also you can see that in China now, they become to love their own culture, to use the ancient style products, and to use the made in China products more. The first one, the sinking market. I think the very good example is, you know, 聚划算. 聚划算 is the one of the business unit in Alibaba. They do a toothbrush, the electric toothbrush campaign during April, and you can see that 60% of the toothbrush they sells is sold to the 3rd and 4th cities. Electric toothbrush actually is a very good example of the product for the, you know, for the higher class, the middle class consumer. So you can see that even in the lower tier city, they also buy a lot of this kind of smart device products. So showing that they would like to improve their living quality and use the same thing or the same things as the tier 1 and tier 2 city people. And the right-hand side is the one of the structure, the study done by some of the research company that show that for the lower tier city people, they spend the most of the consumption for the food. They enjoy food, they spend a lot. You can see the 29.3%. If in the tier 1 and tier 2 city is 27%. But in the housing, you can see that they spend less than the tier 1 and tier 2 city people. For the lower tier city, they just spend like a 10% of the consumption for the housing, but in the tier 1, tier 2 city, they need to spend actually, I think more than this figure, more than 15% of their income for the housing. And also they buy a lot of clothes to make themselves look, look arrogant, look fashions. So they buy a lot of clothes. Also, they spend a lot to do the entertainment because, they have much more free times than the tier 1 and tier 2 people here, sorry. And also they spend some for the transportation, but it's lower to do the travel because they have more times to go to travel than the tier 1 and tier 2 people. Do you know what is the tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3, tier 4 city that I'm talking about? Tier 1, tier 2 city mean like a city like Shanghai, Beijing, Guangzhou, Shenzhen, and now actually Hangzhou, Chengdu also considered as the tier 1 city in China. And the lower tier city is kind of city that you guys might never heard before. Like for example, like Zhanjiang or the Nanchang, this kind of cities, you guys may never heard of it before. Okay, for the middle class, from the study you can see that China middle class will occupy a lot of percentage among the China populations. So this middle class, I found a very interesting picture here is one of the example of the middle class family. Okay, for the lady, they want the Gucci bags because they need to show the social status, because the lady may work in a very multinational companies, and all the people use the very good brands. So she need to use the good brands to show the social position as well. So they would like to buy the Gucci bag. And of course, they will buy a lot of the organic food because they would like to stay healthy here. So Hema Superstore is a key channel for them to do the shopping, and they import the import milk formula for their kids because they have more confidence for the import food than the local produced food, and also they. For the men's, okay, you can see that the men would like to buy the SUV. They may buy up some good camera to do the photographing for his wife and the kids, and they would like to send their kids to the better school, maybe the international schools. So it's a very good example of what the middle class in China they spend their money. Yeah, they will save more for the future. They will pay more for the education of their kids, and they has more interest in the global brands, and they will spend more for the better healthy products. And also they love to travel abroad. This group of people, they plan at least one time to bring their kids to abroad to see what happened abroad, to wider the vision of their kids. And another trend is that the elder age group. Actually, the city I'm living here, Shanghai, they say already 35 of the population already have the age of more than 60 years old. So actually, Shanghai is already become a elder society now. And for the whole China, they say that by year 2050, there will be about 480 million population with the age over than 60 years old. I believe in Thailand, I heard that there is the same situation as well. So for this elder age group, actually, some of them has a lot of saving because some of them work in the state-owned company when they retire. They has a lot of the government support, and so they have saving, they have time, they can travel abroad, they can buy a lot of good the pretty clothes. If in Thailand, you can see a lot of tour group, the elder age tour group, they may have a beautiful, colorful scarf to take the picture. And also, but these people, they need a lot of the practical and cares products, and they are willing to consume a lot of food supplements, to buy a lot of, you know, the Chinese traditional medicine, the food supplement for them to stay healthy, to live longer. And their parents are willing to spend for them to enjoy a luxury holidays. Their kids, their kids are willing to pay for them to stay at the luxury hotel, the better tour service. So to show that, okay, you know, it's a very good kids. For in the Chinese culture, you know that the kids need to treat their parents well, as to be the to thanks for their support, for their taking care of us for the whole life. So the kids are willing to pay more for the parents to use the luxury products and service. And another trend is that, sorry, I think I speak more than 1 hour already. Is it okay? อาจารย์ถ้าพูดเกินชั่วโมง
yes
okay.
it's okay you can continue.
Okay, sorry. And for another trend is that you can see a lot of single people especially in the tier 1, tier 2 cities. Actually, two days ago, there is a news. They say more than 800,000 single ladies in Beijing. Why there are a lot of single men in the rural area? Because, you know, for lady, they don't have, for female, they don't need to have pressure to buy the house. So they can save, you know, their earning can satisfy their own life, on living. So they were looking for a better social status male. But for male, they have more pressure to buy the house. But in the tier 1, tier 2 city, the price of house is too high. So they don't have the not all of them has the ability to buy the house in the tier 1, tier 2 city. So they cannot find the right couple to marry. So a lot of people, you know, the imbalance of the needs and the demands. So so a lot of people choose to stay singles. So they create a single economics. I think this picture show very clear about the single groups. You can see that they will have a dog or cat. So they will have a pet to be a friends, to be their friends. Yes, they will use the, you know, the small portion, the small size of the equipment or the furniture, because they stand alone, they stay alone. They don't need to have a very big, you know, to have a very big port. So they buy a small size of the the home appliance. Actually, you can study in detail of one of the home appliance brands called 小熊电器. You can see their sales grow a lot in the past 2 years, and even some of the category even higher than the traditional home appliance brand like Meidi higher, because this brand only do the small size home appliance, so really suit for the needs of these single populations. And also they will spend more for their hobbies, like they will go to learn how to do the good photographing, right? They will invest a lot to buy the camera. And they might have a lot of hobbies. They may buy the music instrument. And also they will spend a lot to do travel around, because, you know, they are single. They don't need to taking care of the kids or be headed with the couple's family. So they have a lot of time, so they can do travel abroad. So this single economics also create a lot of business opportunities for the brands as well. Okay, and this is some of the example of the single single people. You can see that. Sorry, also is another population group is the generation Z, is the younger group populations in China. This group is very unique. You know, they want to buy things that are different from their parents, their sister, their elder sister, their elder brother. They, you know, they want to look different among their friends. Also, they will buy some of the craftsmanship product and design because these things are quite unique. And also, they will care about, they will use a lot of the social app. They will share, they will write, and they will share what they use, what they where they go, and to tell their friends how these things is. And one of the very good example is that you can see, if you're walking in the street in China now, you can see a lot of people are wearing the you know, the old style fashion, and they even have the festival of this kind of costume in China now. So all these people are the post-90 age group. They would like to be different. And also in China, the consumers start to realize and to use more of the made in China product, like this one, the Gugong. You know, the Gugong, the Forbidden Palace. It's not only the museum, they also create the IP to generate a lot of the byproducts, but using the same design, the concept of the Gugong style. They have the cosmetic, the cosmetic, the costume, and you know, even the telephone case. But design is kind of, you know, the king, the emperor of the Qing dynasty, and very popular and sell and generate a lot of sales in the past 1 or 2 years. And also they do the sales via the e-commerce channels, so can reach the younger population group. And another trend is digital and innovation to drive the new demand, because every time when the market has the new products, like if Huawei or Xiaomi has a new device, people will go to queuing up to buy the items. So you can see that in China, I think one of the very good indicator is to see the unicorn company, because the unicorn company is the new startup, the new star company that in the market. You can see that China is the number 2 country, now is has more unicorn companies even than the USA. You can it's the report by the Hurun magazine. They found that in China has 206 unicorn company in China. Unicorn company is the company with the market value more than 1 billion USD. And this company mostly in what industry? They're mostly in e-commerce, fintech, cloud, AI, logistics, healthcare, media, entertainment, share economics, and software and life science. So there are a lot of new products or new business model in these areas occur in China. This slide shows some of the unicorn companies that in the top 100 unicorn company in the world. This list is done by the CEO World magazine. You can see that who are they? The first one is ByteDance. You know ByteDance, right? Is the TikTok parent companies. And the Didi is one of the application like the Grab taxi, in Thailand. And the third one, Bitman technology, is about the Bitcoin. The DJI is about the drone. And a lot of a new model, a new company occur in China. So this company create a new kind of business model, new market opportunity, and a new employment. So government also support them a lot. Okay, so for the another question is where to promote so your target customer can see you in China. You can see that now the brands they are now not promote in the traditional media anymore, but they do more on the new medias. Like they will do sorry. For example, they will do some of the they will do in the traditional e-commerce platform to do the shopping plus the live stream. And this one is the streaming video platform. They will do the advertisement and do the promotion campaign on the live stream video, the streaming video application here. And sometimes they will do the advertisement on the music application. So also they sometimes do the promotion via the social application like Weibo, WeChat, the Letbook one. And sometimes they will do the advertisement via the knowledge sharing application. So things are changed in the market. So the brands no longer use the very traditional ways to do the promotions. And where the Chinese consumer shop their products, mainly, I think mainly 6 channels. The first one, okay, wholesale market is still exists. And now, but the wholesale market now adapt themselves to be wholesale market plus live stream. So a lot of wholesalers, they do the live stream by themselves in front of their shops to sell the products. And shopping mall, yes, still exists, but most of the shopping mall in China now, they need to create a lot of fun things and exciting things to attract the people to go there, because most of the item can shop online already. The shopping mall now, most of the shopping mall has list out for the food service, the food service and the health, the spa and the massage shop. And another channel is the traditional e-commerce. I think everyone already know this detail. And the 4th channel is for the Chinese people to go to buy the import product, is the cross-border e-commerce platform. And another very important channels to buy the product is through the social commerce, like the WeChat, like the Pinduoduo, this kind of application. So they are there is a community, and you sell the things to this community. Like for example, your product is about the kids and mother products, so you can get access to the community of mother and kids product, like the baby tree application called baby tree. Inside the application is all about the mothers and the people getting pregnant to prepare to have a kid. And also they buy from the live stream e-commerce, as I mentioned above. Okay, this slide I show some of the very good example of the Thai brands that do quite well in China currently, like okay, CP. CP, I think everyone know this company, Mipon. Namulai is the Snail White, the skin products, the skincare product. And this one is a drink, the coconut drink, Twin Lotus, and Mistin. Mistin done a lot of campaign, and they are very, I think it's a very success brand, Thai brands that do marketing campaign in China. Talk and Noi as well, very success. And Lebu, and yeah, and the Labapilla and the leather sewing. And what Thai business that already been in China now? Actually, a lot of area. There, some of the industrial parks, some of the FMCG, retail, hotel, the bank, all they all have the footprint in China already. And okay, for our organization, we provide the platform for the Thai companies together to be together and to can share the network to voice to the China government and to do the core campaign and do the promotion. And we provide a lot of the new media platform for members to put out their products like the Facebook, WeChat, TikTok, Weibo, Toutiao, all the famous platform. We prepare to provide for our members, and we did a lot of campaign and activities so far. The trade promotion event, the investment promotion event, and the networking event. Okay, and this is all the sharing I prepare for today, and hope this benefit for all you guys. Sorry I take too much time today.
That's okay.
Okay, if you have any question, you can we can discuss together.
We open the session to all, please. Any question, please? Kunsi, can I ask you, because it seems that when we listen to your information, Chinese people after COVID, it seems that they spend more money, which actually, in my own opinion, quite different from Thai people. Because of if you asking me at the moment, we also afraid of spending the money. So why it seems that it making about the Chinese people confident to spend money after the COVID, because of for our life we thought that it's going to be quite unstable.
From my personal views, I think there are many factors that could increase the confidence of the consumer. The first one is the government do a lot of the campaign to promote the internal consumptions. And also from the economic indicators that show that, okay, everything is getting better. And so people start to be confident. They be confident about their future. Okay, I can earn more money, so I have more confidence to spend money now. And because actually it's the unexpected events for coronavirus to occur. But before the coronavirus, the economic indicator of China is very beautiful, very good. So people have some of the wealth, some of the saving by themselves. It's not, they are not, okay, I don't have money, and when the outbreak become totally poor, not. They have a lot of wealth and assets on hand, so they can spend, and then even think that, oh, it's the right time to buy the property because, okay, the property should be lower, should be cheaper, so they spend a lot of money to buy the property, the luxury products, to gain the discount. And also, I think some of them spend for the better products because they start to concern that, okay, you need to pay for the better quality products, especially for food, because life is too short and too leaks. I need to eat well to protect myself from the disease. Yes.
I see. Okay, thank you. Other question, please.
Oh, yes, I have one question. Because I heard from the news that now your government is announcing that the vaccine will be ready by the end of this year, right?
Yes, yes.
What is the exact, like, what is the government said in your country? Is it like the end of December, and is it gonna be widely used for the population, or only for the fragile groups?
Actually, the vaccines in China, There are, I think, more than almost hundreds of the company that they're bidding for the license to apply for the license. There are a lot of companies that produce and prepare the vaccines in five types of the vaccine, because I learned that vaccine has many types, and they cover all the five types of vaccines. And actually they start to inject for some of the population since May, I think the end of April or May already. And actually up to now the figures are quite good. The result is quite good, not the not the bad case, not the bad result so far. And I heard that all the diplomat official, they all already inject the vaccines, and for the military people and some of the state-owned people that need to go to abroad, they already inject the vaccine. And last 2 weeks, I go to Beijing because we have an event in Beijing called the China International Service Trade Fair. It's a very big event, and it's the national level event. So all the food catering staff, they are required to inject the vaccine already.
Oh.
Yes, and I also interview one of the staff, because I go to buy a lunch for. I asked them. I asked the staff. He said, "Oh, I already inject 2 weeks ago, and yeah, it's a normal. I don't have any, the obvious feeling or the symptom. It's a very common, just like you inject any of the vaccine." Yes, and the government say that it should be the end of November or the beginning of December to be publicized, to let all the population can the citizen can inject the vaccine.
I think maybe this is the reason why people are confident of using money, because they know the vaccine is coming. I mean, because of the sentiment that the government tried to build a confidence among the public.
Yes. The environment, the media environment here, you can see all the news about all the good things, all the things getting better, not bad things anymore, But from my friends around, they know that, okay, vaccine coming out, but they might not willing to be injected, because they think it's still the very new things, and the time to test is very short. If unnecessary, they may not be willing to be inject the vaccine.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions? Can I ask more? Okay, please.
Yes.
Yes, Kun Si. Yeah, thank you very much for your presentation.
Yes.
I do have a similar question that Kun Suvarna has already asked you, because but I just need to understand a bit more, because there's in Thailand.
Yes.
A lot of businesses have closed down.
Yes,
they ran out of business,
yes.
And a lot of people have lost jobs and all that thing.
Yes.
And it's although you probably know that, aware that COVID situation in Thailand is very good in the sense that we are able to control. The government is able to control. We don't have a high infected cases and all that, new cases and all that.
Yes.
But in spite of that, I mean, we have to depend a lot on the world around us, other countries around us. And that is the main reason that we are affected. Our businesses are affected. So I don't understand why China, who has been severely affected by this COVID-19, is a country that started all these things, and a lot of people have been affected. How have you, something is missing, from your, from what we understand. Something has got to, can you explain how the whole attitude has been transformed to a very positive side? And then and also in China, didn't people lose jobs business closed down or something like that?
Yes, from actually they are not all, they are not always the good news, but they also have some of the case that the people the factory closed down, some people lose the job. I think the beginning of the month there is a video. I think it's a very quite hard touch videos. Is one of the in the one of the factory, the traditional factory in Kunsan, and you know the staff, the HR head, they turn back the citizen card to the worker, the factory worker. They just, you know, he just draw out to the floor, and the worker need to pick up from the floor. And that actually this video I think show that some of the traditional factories and some of the traditional workers still has some of the pressure, is under pressure as well. So that's why you can see the figures that people spend more to do the self-education, to do the skill improvement, to improve their skills, to be able to employ in the more job vacancies. This is one point. And but I think China is a quite a unique system. Not only the politics or the government mechanism, because in terms of PR, the public PR, you know, a lot of media is controlled by the government. So when all the media, all the PR saying the good news, so some of the population, they might not impact a lot, but they read the news, they feel confidence, so they are willing to spend. I think all the economics about the confidence, the population's confidence. So when the enterprise, they feel confidence, they will invest. The people, the consumer, they feel confidence, they will spend. And one very good policy is that government protect the unemployment rate, you know, to avoid an unemployment rate. They have one of the policies. So if the company, they encourage the big company, the state-owned company, the big company to hire more job, to hire more staff, to hire more new graduate people. And they give the allowance, the award for the company. If you hire new staff, you will have some of the government subsidy back to the company. So from doing this, the unemployment rate is not that critical so far. And because China has a very strong e-commerce ecosystem, you know, e-commerce can create a lot of jobs. You know, even you are newly graduate, you can, you know, you can open a Taobao shops and you can sell the products and you can earn some income. So this one can help the people to earn some of the income, still can have income to spend. And another very good one is, have you heard about the Dianping? It's like the GrabFood application in Thailand. This kind of application, they also create a lot of jobs. You know, the people to send the food, the staff to ride the bicycle, the motorcycle to send the food. They also create a lot of jobs for the society. So when I heard that this food deliver staff, sometimes they earn like 8,000 RMB per month, or to 10,000 RMB per month. So this income can provide can improve the purchasing power for this group as well. And another case is because the e-commerce, as I mentioned, that the e-commerce very mature in China. You know, for e-commerce you need a lot of support system for the e-commerce, the guy to deliver the parcel, right? So this one create a lot of job for the unemployed people. So people can, so when people has the job, they still can, you know, can buy the things that they will willing to spend more money. Hello?
Yes, yes. Okay.
Yes.
I think that it's interesting. And also, I would like to ask one more question, because of it seems that when you're talking about the Chinese consumer in that way, and then if you have a look back to Thailand, and that's mean it's gonna be very good hope for Thailand that many Chinese will come back to Thailand for sure. Isn't it?
It's from because we are running a TikTok account for Minister of Culture of Thailand. We keep post a lot of interesting video about Thailand, where to travel, the food, the things. I see a lot of comments below the video. I want to go to Thailand. I miss Thailand a lot. Can you open the door? I would like to go there. I think it's a very positive sign for them to go, but it depends on the policies, because people still, if they need to quarantine in Thailand 14 days and back to the home another 14 days or 1 month already. Most of the working group like us don't have such long holidays, so this one may be a barrier for them to go travel, but they love to travel Thailand. And for my personal opinion, I think it's a very good time for Thailand to change the economic structure, the industrial structure, because I think, because China, there are a lot of industrial structure. If this industrial down, another industrial can try to back up the economics. So that's why China can be recovered from the outbreak very quick.
ยังมีอะไรอีกอะยังมีอะไรอีกอะ
Do other people have about the questions more or not? Do other people have questions more or not here? So if not, I'm gonna close the session now. Okay, as the representative for the
แล้วจะถามว่าไอ้นั้นไปให้เซ็นใหม่ยังอะไอ้ตัวเอฟเฟกต์อะที่แก้หน้าปกอะเซ็นใหม่ยังเอฟเฟกต์อะ
Actually, I have some of the legal suggestions for Thai brands, because we are talking with a lot of Thai brands. We found that Thai brands should not only rely on the tourism who go to Thailand, because for example, this time the brands that has the business in Thailand, also they have some of the online shop, the e-commerce shop already has the e-commerce team already. They do not have much impact on that. They still can sell the product to their Chinese consumer, like for example, Thai Organic, Miss Teen, Snail Wine, Twin Lotus, and a lot of the snack, the taro. They have the online e-commerce shop, so they can still sell. But for example, some of the brands that do not have any shops or a team or the experience in the e-commerce in China so far. So when the tourism shut down, you don't have another channels to sell. So I think it's the time to to upgrade the business model, to add up some of the e-commerce and then cross-border e-commerce, or even the live stream, or even you need to open some of the TikTok account, WeChat account. It's a time to do such things.
Thank you. Any more question, please? If not, I can, because I'm not sure about Kun Glenn, still not available. Okay, as the representative for the Thailand Market Research Society, we'd like to thank so much for Kun Si to giving us about very in-depth details, okay, from China. I thought that the audience here also get about some benefit to also adapt with your business, and also have to making about very good planning for the future. Okay, that's going to be the end for the session. Okay, thank you so much. ขอบคุณมากเลยค่ะคุณซีค่ะขอบคุณนะคะ
Thank you.
Thank you everyone ค่ะ Thank you ค่ะ
Thank you.